Hello, chat. Welcome. It is I, Offbeat Outlaw. My voice is a little tired because I've been doing a lot of screaming because I've been on Danny's chat, and Danny has a new rage bait tactic called gaslighting. It's not new. It's actually very old. And it works because I can't see his face, so I don't know that he's secretly laughing underneath. I just hear him being insane. But
oh my god. Wait, actually, speaking of which, after this game, are we still playing Night Rain on Danny's stream afterwards?
Yes, we
Is
are.
that still the plan? Hell yeah.
Yes, we are.
Anyway, I'm Offbeat Outlaw. Find me on Twitch, find me here, find me on Patreon. Brooklyn.
My name is Brooklyn Tuesday. You can mostly find me on TikTok, but you can also find me on Instagram and technically on YouTube Shorts, but like,
oh my god, is Brooklyn Tuesday
that
posting
one's
videos?
New. That one's new.
Oh my god, is
that
Brooklyn Tuesday posting videos? This is amazing. Oh my god.
I have been, thank you.
Oh my
and
god.
Been doing well.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Oh
it
my
only
god.
took me 2.5 years to start making content again after the
oh
round
my god. Me when I'm not depressed anymore. Brooke, you've beaten depression.
Content, and then you stopped, and now we're back to making content.
I did. None of my little stints in making content have ever like matched the first round one when I was 14 years old writing original fiction on Wattpad. By the way, I did. I made it to number 8 on the whole website, and I was number 1 in fantasy and science fiction as a 14-year-old. So, and it wasn't fanfic. I respect fanfic. I've never written it. I don't like other people's characters as much as writing my own. But yeah, like
further evidence that gay people run the internet.
What do you mean? How's that further evidence?
It's further evidence that gay people run the internet. You were the eighth highest owner of Wattpad.
That owner?
Owner?
Yeah.
Do you think that? No, this is before.
Yeah,
first
when you
of all,
get on the top 10 chart, you become a shareholder.
This was first of all, this was when Wattpad was still good because it was still a bit more like niche and like fun and little. It wasn't as weird and corporate as it is now. The entire format of the website was very different. B, before it was monetizable, because 14-year-old me would have been all over that shit if it was monetizable. That would have been crazy, wild work. And C, when I still had time to churn out thousands and thousands of words every single day. I don't know how 14-year-old me wrote as much as I did. I was like addicted to writing.
You were 14 and needed an outlet.
Escapism.
Honestly, yeah. Danny,
we got a motor. Danny, explain yourself.
I'm Daniel. I'm connecting on my computer.
Excellent news.
I'm Daniel.
This is fantastic. So when we left off, the party had just successfully beaten the triumvirate of war. War is over. Cue the little Dark Age edits no more. But they were just given word that death is.
You're gonna have to add him back. He's swapped to his computer.
Right.
Everything is fine and normal. I'm here.
We were just given word that.
Oh, why's your camera blurry?
Is it?
Sorry.
It's
which is weird because
he lights for the dark for nighttime, and it's currently daylight outside.
Oh. Yeah, we're all sharing the sun. We had a whole conversation about this like 5 minutes ago about how we rarely get to be in
because I also light for dark,
daytime together.
But currently there's another light coming in which is brighter than my lamp, causing shadows to come from my back, which is not how I like to light. Anyway.
That's fair.
They were just given word that apparently there is a god of death waiting for them at a graveyard with the heretic. And they are on their way.
Time to go.
Is Mr. Nib carrying you guys?
No,
He's
Mr.
dead,
Nib.
no?
Mr. Dib killed himself.
Oh right. No, he didn't kill it. He walked off. He was like,
No, he gave me.
No, he did. He gave us a part of him.
He gave me. He gave me a fractal of omnipotent.
possible.
Yeah, omnipotence. Omnipotence. He gave me a fractal of omnipotence and then killed himself.
I mean, that's what you guys saw. But you guys are moving your way to the graveyard of the heretic.
Offbeat's trying to backtrack.
I'm not trying to backtrack.
Bitch is trying to.
You guys, okay. you guys are just making the accurate assumptions based on the information I gave you.
Okay.
But you guys
liar, pants on backwards.
That's crazy. You guys arrive at the graveyard. Waiting in front of the graveyard is a dilapidated corpse of a man. Long, tattered robes, a sunken face that is borderline skeletal. But you recognize this man. This is the heretic. You met him when you first arrived here. And he is pacing concernedly outside the front of this graveyard, with hordes of his undead currently completely standstill beside him. He does not notice as you
Hey, mate.
Oh, hello. Pleasure.
Everything all good here?
Oh, I don't know anymore. Things are stopping. The moon's receding.
Stopping?
My corpses are no longer functioning. I think the night is ending. I'm going to go to sleep again.
Congrats.
Hey, congrats.
I mean, I know that's what I wanted, but it's just been so long. I've enjoyed my time awake.
Hey, man, listen. If you want, we'll just wake you up again. It's like, this is not a matter of the moon and sleeping. I'll just resurrect you. It's not that hard.
No. It's something that something's missing this time. Usually there's a little man who comes inside my brain. He's a creature, an entity. He arrives and he keeps me company. And he brings me back.
What kind of entity?
I don't know. It's an entity. It's a thing. It's a little wizard. It shows up. It comes into my brain. He goes like, he says, stay alive, heretic. And then he says, I'll come back. If you want, you can make an Arcana check about this entity if you are curious.
Yes, please.
Godfried, you can make a history check.
Sick nasty. I'm making an Arcana check instead.
Okay.
45.
The entity sounds like... The entity, this thing's an undead. The face spirit of undeath. It makes sense.
That guy might not be coming around so much anymore.
Yeah. That makes sense. I don't feel his presence. I don't feel it's lingering anymore. But I don't feel the urge to sleep. Why do I not feel the urge to sleep? Godfried, what'd you get on your Arcana check?
34.
It occurs to you you've never gotten this man's name.
Do I need it?
His name would probably reveal a lot. You only know him by the heretic. He may have forgotten his name.
Alrighty. Budrick.
Please, just heretic is fine.
Anything else we might call you?
Oh, I forgot what that is. Names. I forgot those a while ago. It's probably on my tombstone if we want to go look at it. You think it's
sure? Let's go take a look.
He leads you into the graveyard, and he takes you to where he goes to sleep. And you see this weathered-faced tombstone. The edges of that were usually the beveled edges that would normally make up the writing have been smoothed over to a completely bald surface. You could maybe make it out though with certain checks.
Can I make those certain checks?
Make an argument for me depending on what you want to do.
Could I take like a piece of paper, put it over, and do like the pencil thing that people do for some reason?
An etching? You want to take an etching of it?
Yeah.
Do you have proficiency with any tools of the like that would allow this check?
I'm proficient in dice. Could I do like a sleight of hand check?
You could do a sleight of hand check, yes.
All right, that's a 13. Bad.
All right. With a 13, you hastily grab paper and pencil and rub on the surface, and what you have is a piece of paper with pencil markings on it.
Well, I tried. That's it. I got nothing else.
That's it. That's all.
Do we have like a comprehend languages or like a?
There's no language to comprehend. It's cooked. We're done.
Can I prestidigitate the tombstone clean?
Yeah.
It's like faded. That's the problem.
It's faded and dirty and old. It's a weathered surface, so there's a chance that this could reveal stuff.
Could I?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is a little bit more precise than the spell typically does. When I prestidigitate clean, could I sort of feel along the surface, and anywhere that it dips in, I leave dirty.
Sleight of hand check for that, but yes.
Prestidigitating the top. Sleight of hand plus 10. We roll 24.
With some deft movements, you feel along where the edges, where the beveled edges, where the engravings might be, and you can, the first word remains a little fuzzy, but you do find a couple things, a couple important letters, and the last word you get quite clearly. The first word, there's a G, and then the second word, Host.
Godfrey.
Yeah.
This is one of you.
Impossible. I'm dead already, and there's only one of me. My zygote did not split in the uterus.
Well, he's a host. It's not your son, is it?
No, because he's on a different plane.
You're on a different plane.
But I'm cool and special. I don't know. What do I do with this information? I feel like it's way too late. It's like, damn, cool. I gotta go kill God now.
Yeah, you could just leave him. You could just leave him if you want.
It's like, hey, buddy, old pal. Hey, buddy, you get over here, Mr. Harry Sari. Hey, buddy.
Yes.
Hey, Bucko. Hey, Gabagooler. How you doing? You good? You good? Yeah. That's real good, buddy. Hey, listen. Do you know anything about who you are, what you were?
No, I know nothing.
Okay, then. I'm gonna go to Viari. I don't see how this is pertinent. This is a revelation to be sure, but a minor one at this point.
Well, do you think it maybe has something to do with the fact that the hosts come back as skeletons or something?
Maybe.
I don't know, maybe that's why he's not...
go back to sleep, yeah.
Maybe that's why he's like this.
Maybe.
I don't know. I feel like
we can make assumptions.
Yeah, I feel like there's like a divine like presence that wants us to know something right now.
I know. I just can't tell what. I'm really so real. I don't know why this is important. I'm really confused. I'm like,
also
this is
lost.
sick. What?
Like, this is...
You guys move on, okay? It's okay. Hey, all right?
Well, now I want to know what you want.
I need to understand the fuck.
You'll know as soon as you go to the next room, okay?
Okay.
Great. Come with us, homie.
Okay. All right.
We go to the next room.
You guys move through the graveyard. You find yourself at the sort of steeple that manages the graveyard as a whole. And in front of the entrance is another face that you recognize. Two faces that you recognize. You recognize a lithe figure holding a scythe and a ladle, carrying a mini cauldron of soup.
Soup! It's
Hey,
death.
Death.
And beside them, you see a young woman in her mid to late 20s wearing a gray hoodie, socks and sandals, holding a card.
Hey, Luck.
Hey, I see you found our little liaison.
Sure did.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's the situation. If you're here, that means Warfare is dead, and they were the best fighters out of the lot of us. So that means we're probably pretty much dead too. Isn't that right, Death? Death pulls up the soup. Oh yeah. If we fight, we probably lose. So here's the deal. We're not going to fight. But doesn't mean we're not going to take our fair share. Let's make a gamble. Let's bet on it.
But like
You're
that
gonna
always
cheat.
works out like so much better for you. This sounds like it's
yeah,
only
you've
benefiting
already
you.
run the numbers.
Wait!
What's the gamble?
Here's the gamble. Same as last time that we've made these bets before. Give me resources right now that I will use to fight you with. And if you beat me with these, even while I have these gambled resources, you get them back upgraded. Even stronger.
And if we don't?
If you don't, well, I'm just gonna throw the biggest thing that I have in my stock at you, and I will leave. I'll disappear.
No, if we don't win.
If you don't win, well, then you're dead.
Sounds like a really bad deal for us.
I know, but cool stuff.
I know that it may be a bad deal for you right now, but this question isn't about right now. You guys win this fight, otherwise, regardless, you can easily beat me and this old geezer up. Death looks a little disgruntled at this. But do you think you can beat Alistair? Genuinely, as you stand right now before me, do you think you can beat him? If the answer is yes, don't make the gamble. If the answer is maybe, is that good enough to beat Alistair, the man who plans for everything? You're gonna bet everything on a maybe? That's the real gamble at the end of this. It's not
Maybe.
Maybe's not good enough. And you know maybe's not.
Well, we're not going to fight him right now as we are currently.
Yeah, but we don't have a lot of time until we do.
I telepathically, we're gonna kill Power first, and then we're gonna get.
I know, but it's
Power
really coming
shit.
down to the wire, and it's just kind of like,
Okay, you want the upgrade?
yeah.
Listen, Luck, you know we love a good gamble. Here's the thing.
I have a debilitating addiction. You know this. You take advantage of it all the time.
What do you want to upgrade?
I don't want to upgrade anything. I want your
I know,
powers
but
right
you'll
now.
be upgrading, so.
I don't want to upgrade anything specific. I want what you currently have so that I can do my best to beat you. And
Just
then-
like everything, our whole kit.
No, we can
I'm a
gamble,
little
like,
confused on the.
We can gamble something and then it gets upgraded
So
if we win.
Here, mechanically, DM speak to player speak.
Yeah.
You can give up a class feature for this fight or a homebrew feature for this fight, but that's the whole feature, not piecemeal. Like, for example, if you were like, I want to give up my liar points, you give up that whole system, and then if you win the fight, I give you a giga charged version of it for the rest of the campaign. It's one class feature. I can only pick one for Danny's case. If you're like, I want to give up my bleed ability because it's kind of weak, I give you a giga.
Oh, bleed's gone though.
Well, bleed's gone. Yeah, you took away bleed.
True, but like as an example,
gotcha.
If you were like, if you can give up one of your class features, I take it. I add some final boss juice to it, and then I give it back to you if you win the fight. If you lose the fight, you're dead.
Okay. Let me look through what I can do here.
Take some time to think it over if you want.
Okay. Group huddle. I just grabbed Viari's hand.
You know, I can speak to you telepathically.
Don't
right?
care.
Yeah.
Don't care. Didn't actually.
Okay. Cool. Ow. Your bones are digging into my temples like really hard.
My bones are digging into your bones. Okay. Bones.
Oh. Okay. Please. Okay.
Hear me out.
Yep.
Hear me out.
That's my ear hole. That's my ear. Please.
The driest willy possible. Ever got on a dry willy?
It's fucking a dehumidified willy.
I hate this.
Sun-soaked willy. All right, hear me out. Maybe I'm crazy. I give up my divine smites.
I was gonna give up my liar points. Because you know the funniest thing about that is I've been told all campaign, don't keep upgrading your charisma score. There's no point. You have liar points. My charisma's sitting at a comfy, cozy 25. It's not a 30, but it is a 25.
That's pretty good.
Hey, I'm not mad about it. I've been making good choices.
Okay, thoughts, ideas, concerns.
Just like kind of like the breadth of what I'm willing to upgrade here. For examples, you could give up your Eldritch Blast. You could give up Simulacrums. You could give up Wish.
I thought about the Simulacrums, but I don't want her to have a Simulacrum in this fight.
I'm not saying this because like this is what I want you to do. I'm saying this is like just to make sure you guys have thought about all the things that you can give up. You can give up even action points as a system. You can go back to D&D action system, and then I give you giga charged action points. Like there's a lot of breadth here that I want you guys to be aware of. So like, what do you like? I'm encouraging you to think creatively as well. Like if you want to just give up, I'm giving up. What's it called? My Divine Smite. That's a great idea. It's a bread and butter ability that will get a supercharge. But also, there's like the option for like a lot of stuff. I just want that to be known. I'm not saying this to like say that your choices were bad. I'm saying this because I want you guys to think about it, and if you think about it and still agree on your choice, hell fucking yeah.
Let me just try to look something up. Joe, it's really unfortunate. At some point on this sheet, I had Scorching Ray, and then I think we talked about it, and I was like, I'm not using this. Can I just swap it off? And you were like, yes. And so now it's no longer on this sheet, which means that I'm not giving up Eldritch Blast for this fight on account of I then don't do anything. Quick question, Luck. Do we have to fight both of you at the same time? Or is it just like you?
It's just me. Death will have their thing afterwards.
Oh. Okay.
If you want to know
have you run the odds on this one?
Luck brings out a gambling machine, and she holds it up. No. You get to run the odds after the fight. I knew you wouldn't take this if I had run the odds beforehand. So, I don't know.
Is she lying?
She is not lying to you.
Okay.
Death looks at you and goes, To be honest, I'm just here to make sure that you guys get your aspects back after you fight. If you do happen to lose some, because things are getting a little bit weird nowadays.
You want us to get our aspects back?
I have to give you your aspects back. It's my job. I still have to perform a function here.
Oh. All right. Well, if we're taking the fight, is this how do your bets work? Is there like a contract in place? Is there a thing I can look over?
Nothing really to look over. It's all verbal.
Okay.
I'm not trying to screw you.
Godfrey?
I'm hoping you screw yourself. And if you do,
Respectfully.
Take a look.
Respectfully, that's kind of how you work. You are trying to screw us, but like politely.
I'm trying to screw you by hoping that you screw yourself. Yes. I'm hoping that you make a serious blunder.
Hey,
Okay.
You're just mad that we're doing what you wanted to.
Okay. I know what I'm going to give up. I'm going to give up my, I'm going to roll back my red eyeball to the back side of it so you can see like the little veins and stuff popping out. I'm going to take off my little gold star sticker and give it to them. My Bloodshed's gold star. I gambled this.
Bloodshed's gold star. What does that one do again?
It upgrades all my damage dice by 1 size to a max of D12.
We've been playing with that wrong. It upgrades all your damage dice, and we have not been using that.
Yeah, because I just read it, and I'm like, oh, it upgrades dice twice. No, all of them.
That's great.
Your Shadow Blade should have been getting a huge buff. Okay.
All right.
And
Wait, so all of her damage dice are going to be D12s now?
upgrade
No.
weapon size to a max of a D12.
Listen, I'm gambling. I'm hoping I go to a D20. Okay, that's what I'm upgrading. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping to be running D20s on all my damage, because that'd be so funny. Because then I can start rolling physical dice.
All right. Liar points, I guess. I really can't think of anything else that seems worth it to do. Like the simulacrum, I think, is the other thing, but
Willing to give up an aspect? It's technically a class feature. Think you can fight me with your least used aspect? Because I know you're not gonna give me that one. You're gonna give me the one that you're currently in. And if you give it to me and you win, I will give you an upgraded version of what you currently have.
deal. Because there is no more fitting fight for me to whip out the wizard where I get to tell Luck, no, you fucking failed a save. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god. I've never used this aspect in this campaign. Give me 1 sec. Oh, it did just occur to me that she gets to use it against us, which kind of sucks. But the best part is I do know that aspect well, and I know what it's bad at. Good luck with your strength saves.
Yeah. So just for reference, for stuff that is like that you maintain, because you just gave up the whole aspect. You maintain any of like the buffs and the features that you've gathered since then. You maintain the overall like proficiency bonus level. We're at +8. So that means that your cantrips are increased by 2. So that means like if they're like a fire bolt, it's like 2d8. What else is increased?
Wait, sorry, can you say that again? What?
So just like the stuff that's maintained, because you just gave up like an aspect. You maintain like features that are not directly linked to the class. So like if I gave you a homebrew feature, that is transferable. Like your liar points and stuff are transferable. That sort of stuff is maintained. If anything is like, because like at this point our proficiency bonus is +8, that is also maintained across swapping. All right.
Let me just update this because I didn't add the wisdom buff that I got last time to this sheet.
What's really funny is like, because you made your sheet to like really work with how you play the game, this isn't actually a great deal for me because this is
I know,
which is funny.
Okay. This sheet is tailor-made to my brain. It's funny because I think if I had have handed you the other aspect, the one I haven't been using all game, you would have had a blast. I'm handing you a wizard and with fighter levels and a warlock level. I'm handing you like certified kick-ass, massive spell list, go to town, that kind of thing. Okay, so I can still activate my liar points. My charisma still jumps to 30, correct?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Very cool.
Chat, I know we just basically started, but I need to go to break to reestablish this boss fight because I need to slot in class features. So
real quick, I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question. With oh wait, hold on. No, I lost it. Okay, I'll think of it when we're on break. Sorry, I forgot.
I need to finish. I need to add in these class features to the boss fight. I will be right back. And we're back. Gottfried, you feel something burning a hole in your pocket. You're a gambler. You're a gambler. What you just gave up was some pussy shit. You feel claws digging at your side. You feel you are for a moment dragged, staring face to face with yourself. Like the Green Goblin mask, a fucked up version of you goes.
More fucked up than I already am?
Oh yeah, more fucked up.
What describe it?
A fleshy tongue, dangling and licking. Disgusting, dripping fluids cover his body. Instead of the live wanker in his chest, there's a dead bird and a collection of dead corpses and carrion hanging from his bones.
Dude, this sounds just like me for real.
Gottfried, what are you doing?
Yes, not fucked up and evil, Godfrey. What's up?
You gambling the gold star?
Yeah, I'm gonna be rolling d20s on all my damage. Duh.
And you're not giving up divine smite?
See, I was thinking about that, but I have too many synergistic pieces that go with it that kind of carry everything that I do. So while I was thinking about it, I decided to go with the Gold Star because that is just a baseline upgrade for everything rather than losing a core part of my kit for, I'd say, a pretty important fight. I was thinking about other stuff, but the Divine Smite, I feel like, it is just a core attribute of everything that I do that if I give it up, I'm just kind of screwing myself.
How much better you'd be if you got it upgraded.
See, I was.
Think about it. Gottfried, look at me.
But it's like, how much damage am I gonna do?
You're gonna do so much if you win.
But if I win, but I don't
still have Arcane Smite. Come on.
And I only get one of those. I only get one of those in attack. I don't get a stack.
You still have Shadow Blade. Come on, you know spells. God, cast them. You can win. Win.
No,
Gottfried.
I don't cast spells. Okay, you've convinced me.
Good. And the devil card burns up. And when you wake up from your little stupor, your hand is on Luck's hand, shaking, and you feel Divine Smite leave your body.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Well, I have a failsafe in case anything goes wrong.
You see Death looking at you a little bit like, oh shit.
I got a failsafe.
All right.
I got one trick up my sleeve that Offbeat's definitely forgotten about.
Oh, 100%. I'm giving you guys like 7 nuclear weapons, and you guys forget about them daily. So.
No, exactly. I was looking through my sheet. I'm like, I might have to use this today.
That's so funny. Okay. Enough Bloodborne OST Hunter's Dream 10-hour version. It is time for some good looping, scary music. Not scary.
Give me one sec. I'm gonna
Godric the Grafted.
We came back slightly before I thought I was going to, so I boiled the kettle, but I've got to pour it.
Now it's just you and me, Offbeat.
Just us boys.
Just the boys.
Oh yeah, we're gambling. No, we're not doing that one. I know
No.
what we're doing.
Put on Yakuza gambling music.
No, we're doing Persona 5 music.
I think you're a nerd and gay.
I am good, man. I am gay. Those are both true statements. All right. Please roll initiative.
It's the me, Mario.
It's now or never, and I've got to make my decision. This time it could be my moment.
All right, we call that a 25 in the industry.
Okay.
guys were like freaking out about the heretic, I was losing my shit. I was like,
Just like, damn, that's crazy. Don't know what to do with this.
I was just like, oh, I thought this would just be some cool world building that was like, oh, he was a host the whole time. Like, that's cool.
I'm like,
guys are like,
does this mean
what
anything?
Does this mean? And I'm like, it's just in lore. I don't know. I put it here 2 years ago. Like, it's just there. Anyway, please roll initiative, Viari.
Oh, love to. Especially on this sheet. That's a 34.
Alright. As the battle starts, Luck summons a round wall of gambling, pachinko machines, slot machines, roulette tables, and you guys realize that you are fighting currently in her domain.
I almost tried to negotiate to fight in the domain of dreams, and then I was like, she's never gonna let us do that.
No fucking way. Alright. Viari, you are up first.
Okay. All right. I need to. All right. In your current state, Danny, how much damage can you do?
Let me do some math real quick. On my turn.
Mm-hmm.
On my first turn, it's my prep turn, so I don't do any damage on my first turn. But
Mm-hmm.
let me calculate. Shadow Blade, obviously, turn 1.
I'm gonna do some.
I can tell you how much damage you'll do.
Well, I'm just trying to think. So if I'm on my first turn, I Shadow Blade, and if I Shadow Blade and then Searing Smite, then I can Arcane Smite on top of that.
First thing I'm gonna do is activate Storyteller.
Okay.
Then what I
Second
can
thing I'm
do-
going to do is Hexblade's Curse Luck.
Okay.
The next thing that I'm gonna do is cast Dispel Magic, but I'm gonna God cast it, and I'm gonna target the necklace.
Your necklace? Or
Well,
her
it's
necklace?
part of. She's taken my sheet. Yeah, her
Oh.
necklace.
Okay.
So presumably, she's now got.
So standard D&D rules say you cannot target things that are being born or carried. You'd have to like target her. So like, it is an AOE, so there's something that could happen there. But
Okay.
like, if you want to target her, the AOE may affect.
All right. All right. I will target her then. God casting.
Counter spell goes off.
Counter spell from my
Uh,
simulacrum.
All right. What level are you casting at?
I'd like my simulacrum to God cast it as well.
Godcast counter spell.
Yes.
All right. You see Lux Simulacrum casts counter spell.
I'll counter spell.
Huh? Well, you counterspelled and then.
Oh,
Because wait, you're dispel magicking. I counterspell.
I had my
Then
simulacrum
counterspells.
counter spell.
I counterspell back. Now you're counterspelling. So what are you? Are you gonna
Yeah.
godcast it?
Yes.
Do you have the spell slots?
I'm a wizard now, so yes.
what are you
Let
spending
me.
then?
All right, I'm gonna spend. So I need to get to 14th.
Yes.
I'm going to spend a 7th, a 6th, and a 1st for one of them. And then an 8th, a 5th, and a 1st for the other.
Got you. As these effects trigger, all of these things happen at once. God casts spell magic. God casts counterspell. The God cast counterspell meets the God cast spell magic.
If it's contested,
Yeah.
I would like to action surge, force fail.
It goes through. Your dispel magic
Goes
and
through?
Your counters, your God cast spells go through.
Okay.
That is 3
So-
total God casts going off at once.
Okay.
The God cast spell magic triggers. Boom. First thing that happens, the area gets AoE with this anti-magic AoE that afflicts only your opponents. God cast counterspell happens. Please choose 3.
Anti-magic, does the anti-magic get rid of the simulacrum?
The simulacrum winks out of existence. And now
Okay.
is untargetable. Please choose your 3 targets to remove with your counterspell.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. What can my targets be again?
Anything, as long as it's not being born or carried.
Can I target a spell
Yeah.
that I know she has on her sheet?
And not on the sheet. That
Spirit
doesn't-
Shroud?
That doesn't exist yet.
No, but like I don't know. We're in making up land. I don't know what you mean
So the
when you
rules-
say.
So here's sort of the rules of play. Can you see it? Does it currently exist?
Okay. Component pouch.
Okay.
I assume she doesn't, or does she have a spellcasting focus for this? What?
You see a component pouch on
Is
her
the
person,
necklace?
but,
Get rid
like,
of the component pouch.
mhm.
Get rid of the focus because presumably, if she's using my shit, she's got a necklace.
Remember, the stuff can't.
Is
be
there
worn or
anything that I can
carried.
see that
Remember
I would?
Remember, the stuff can't be worn or carried, so the stuff is all.
Oh,
worn or
right, yeah.
carried.
Okay. What can I see that option? I don't.
She's an
I.
Currently, the only thing you can see that you can remove would be her.
But what's the point of that?
That's how God cast counterspell works.
Okay. I don't think that's.
This is how it worked in the
I-
fight with warfare.
Do I have to choose something? This doesn't. I don't know why I would remove her from the fight.
If you don't want to choose anything, well, you don't have to choose anything.
Is okay. I mean, if she's the only option, if there's literally nothing else that I can pick, there's no point choosing. So
So, are you not choosing anything?
yeah, I guess.
Okay. Counterspells go off. The dispel magic, the anti-magic field goes up. Okay. Legendary action. Luck is going to, seeing that this dispel magic, anti-magic field is centered on her, she is going to use her cleanse action, cleanse the effect.
Does she have to roll for that?
No. 2 action points. You see that uses up all of her legendary actions. For the main run. Luck's turn. Luck is going to take out some dice. She's gonna roll. Got 2 5s, 2 3s, 2 pairs. Her next turn will have double action points. Oh well, gambling goes. All right, Godfrey, your turn.
So, Brooke, what sheet does this do? What's its specialization?
My sheet?
Yes.
Very similar to Kai in your game.
Okay.
I get to tell Offbeat no, he fails.
Okay, cool. So let's keep it like that. Unfortunately, I actually am not able to do a crazy amount of damage.
Okay, that's fine. I can also do damage. This is an objectively better sheet. It's just not how I like to play.
It's a wizard.
It's a wizard. It's a wizard who gets to say, actually, you failed your roll, and it's weird that you even rolled in the first place. Thank you, Matt Mercer.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just do my setup turn.
Okay. So they're targeted with.
Yep, target. I'll target them. No need to activate this turn.
Godcast Shadowblade?
Yep.
Just as a
Okay.
reminder for specific mechanics in this game. It's easy to forget, there's so many. When you cast a spell that buffs your damage, you can also take some of those damage dice and add them to your chance to hit instead.
Yeah.
And if you crit, all
Yeah.
secondary dice
I've been
hits.
I've been thinking about that. So I'll prep sleepy time.
Okay.
Don't have gold star.
Your Shadowblade, did you choose to put any into your chance to hit? Because you're god casting it.
Oh, I have to do. I thought I did that on attack.
No, you do that on cast.
Okay, so it doesn't work like the defender's weapons. Okay, cool. Yeah. God. So god casting gives me not 4d8, but
68.
yeah, 68. I'll put 2 of them into attack.
Okay, you have 4d8s as for damage and 2d8 extra for your attack rolls.
Yeah, I'm just gonna prep my turn. I'm gonna target Luck with my ability, set up my Godcast Shadowblade, and I'll just move myself to be right in front of Luck.
Gotcha. Okay. Lair action.
Yeah.
Everybody, please roll your attack stats secondary dice, please, as you watch all the casino machines spin at once.
All right, so it's
My attack stat.
so
Secondary
like roll.
dice.
So your hit DC
Like your chance to hit stuff, like whatever that is. Like you're like, I attack
Cool.
with intelligence for my scorching ray. Whatever that number is, please roll your secondary dice only.
Sorry, I'm confused. Explain it to me like I'm stupid because I am.
So your two hit modifier, whatever that conversion is into
just
secondary
okay.
dice.
Cool. Using my weapon.
Yeah, using your weapon, whatever you attack with, whatever that is.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
That's like your highest stat.
I also
Exactly. I don't know like what's happening. So
I
it's
also
like
don't like it.
so I have a
It's
plus
conservative.
20. How many? I know, right? I don't like things I don't understand. 7, perfect.
7 with 2d8s added because you just added those.
Cool. All right, 18 plus 2d8 equals. All right, that's what we like to call the industry at 29.
Please tell me
I
the
lost my
individual dice,
conversion
Danny.
sheet. Give me
actually.
one sec.
Individual dice.
Okay, well, I rolled it on D&D Beyond, so I cannot get those for you because I rolled them separately. I'll roll it all again.
Okay, sorry.
It's my bad.
No, I should have told you that I needed the exact numbers.
I'm gonna take a picture before they disappear. Fuck, why is it so zoomed in? Why am I in portrait mode? Fuck. Okay, you ready for my dice?
Yes.
For the D6, a 2, a 5, a 1, a 6, a 5, a 4. And then for the D8s, I got an 8 and a 3.
Okay, Brooke, please tell me your numbers.
4, 4, 1, 3. 4, 1, 4, 3.
See, dice also roll for luck. 8, 6, 5, 6, 5, 2. 2. You see, luck pulls out a balance sheet. With all the 4s rolled, you see one of the casino machines lights up. Luck can now no longer roll below 4.
On any dice?
On any dice. So their action. The Ari just return again.
Okay. First thing I'm going to do is spend a bunch of resources. I'm going to God cast now Spirit Shroud.
Okay.
So I'll mark those off. Let me just decide what I want to use to mark that off. Sorry. If I do like a 9th and a 5th, or if I keep that 9th, maybe. I might keep the 9th, to be honest. So if I go a 4th and a 3rd, that gets me to 7. And then 2 2s and a 3rd gets me to 14. All right. Okay. That's for my simulacrum and me. We're both going to have this up. And then that's a bonus action. I am going to have both of us action surge. And we're going to Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast. We're going to keep 2 action points so that we have reactions still in the rounds.
All right, so that's going to be a total of 4 rolls, please.
Okay.
4 rolls, 6 Eldritch Blasts.
Oh, actually, I don't need to action surge to do that, do I? Oh no, because because I was thinking because I could make it into a bonus action, but then I would only have 1 left. Okay, so I have 4 rolls.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. First one is going to be 41. 51.
51.
51.
That one's a crit.
That one's crazy. I don't know if I've rolled that high before on a 2 hit. The next one's 40.
Hits.
The next one's 39.
That's a miss.
Ooh, her AC is 40. Okay. So one of those was a crit. So all right.
The total of that is would be 18 hits normally, but don't forget crits. You can turn all your secondary dice into hits, which
I would like to do.
Is your strongest option for you. Yes.
Okay, so can you please help me do the math? And bearing in mind that this time around, I also have Hexblade's Curse on top of all of this.
Please tell me how many secondary dice you rolled.
To get to hit 8.
What? 8. Okay. So that's gonna be 8 on top of that. It's gonna be 14 plus 12. It's gonna be 26. I'm doing the preliminary math. I'll explain it after.
Yeah.
You've done broadcast spirit shots. That means 68. They're vulnerable, which means you times 2 after the fact. Plus 8 per hit. 8 times 26. You don't have a charisma modifier that you can add.
Yes, I do.
You don't have. Are you 2 levels warlock?
I still have Storyteller.
Are you 2 levels warlock? Or are you 1 level?
No, I took a feat in order to get Agonizing Blast onto it. If you have a level in Warlock, you can still get. I'm pretty sure you can still get Agonizing Blast if you get the not Meta Magic Adept, the Eldritch Adept feat.
Let me check. I thought you had to be level 2. So you needed the level requirement.
Let me. Unless it's changed. I've got Agonizing Blast on here. Like, it's on the sheet. I'm looking at it.
Let me see. Let me just read the feature Eldritch Invocation.
I think you only need 1 level in Warlock. You used to be able to get it with because I also have Repelling Blast on here.
You need 2 levels for the invocations. You have to have the feat to get it at level 1.
So I think I have so I think I've taken the feat specifically for that.
All right, no, you're right. You're right. You just need the 1 level. What's the name of the song? The song is Rivers in the Desert from Persona 5. All right. Nope, you're right. Clarified. Because you can add it. I thought you needed to be level 2. That's gonna be
Okay.
So that's 18 times 26. Okay. All right. So Brooke, the dice that you are adding is going to be 26 d10s.
Okay, hold on. Let me write these numbers down. Or do you have them written down and I should just put them into... Okay, cool. That works for me. All right. I will... Let me get 26 d10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep.
26 d10s, plus 156 d8.
You know that website that you use?
Any dice, the site that I encourage us all to use?
Yeah. Wait. Thank you so much.
I have the number there.
Yep. What am I adding? What's the number?
On the
flat?
Dime. On the dime, yeah. Just roll the flat 700. Plus 468 for your modifiers.
Okay.
Plus whatever you rolled for your d10s.
Okay. Plus 12.
No plus 12 this time. You're not a genie.
Oh, damn, yeah. That hurts my feelings. Okay. Great. And then doubled.
I will double it, yeah. You just tell me what number you roll.
Oh, okay.
Roll it after factors of armor.
Oh, okay. 1,302. So doubled was going to be 2,604.
It's now or it's never, and I've got to make my decision. This time could be my moment.
You end up dealing after armor 2,084 damage.
Okay, that's not too bad.
All right, is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. Legendary action. That hit pummels through Luck's chest. She coughs up a little bit of blood. And then she takes the following actions. First, for her legendary action, she will summon an echo right in front of her.
Of course.
She will then teleport 30 feet away, and then make a single Eldritch Blast salvo at Godfrey.
If she's moving out of my range, can I take an opportunity attack?
She teleported out of range.
Oh, she teleported.
She's just Eldritch blasting Godfrey without Spirit Shroud.
Yep.
It's gonna be a lot of damage regardless, if she can hit.
I didn't roll very high. Oh, but we might do it. We might do it. 34.
Shield. I raised my AC by 1, increased my movement speed. 34 is my AC, so it would have made it. But my prep turn does leave a reaction open.
Okay. Cool. It is now Luck's turn proper.
How you holding up, Luck?
Don't make me angry, please. Not right now. I need a gamble. That's something. Alright. You see that Luck flicks her wrist and a bunch of cards appear in front of you. Everybody please think of a card. Like a standard playing card deck.
Sorry, what?
Please think of a standard playing card deck card.
Alright, I'm gonna look through my standard playing card deck here and... Okay, I pick my card. I'm gonna hold it up to the back of my camera, and I'll flip it when you tell us.
All right, Brooke, have you thought of a card?
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to get it? I have playing cards.
No, that's okay. It's okay. I trust you. All right, please flip. Tell me your cards.
Oh,
Ace of Hearts.
I did Ace of Clubs.
Ace of Clubs. The card was the Jack of Diamonds. I drew it up on the other monitor here. Cool. This is my unfair thing, where if you don't guess the card, I get to do something fucking...
That's really interesting, because most of what you've done has been unfair.
And I'm still
it's
losing,
luck.
So clearly I need to cheat more.
Are you losing? I'm really low on resources. I've been pumping spell slots out.
A warlock finally gets higher than 5th level. They're like, I can cast unlimited spells. Oh no.
I went, hey, Offbeat, I used to be a wizard main.
Okay. Here we go. Because you guys didn't guess the right card, it was the Jack of Hearts. Very close. I need...
Very close.
Very close. I need
That's why
each
there
of
wasn't
you
52
to give up
options.
half of something. Half of a resource you can spend. If you
Okay.
want a loss, hit points is a great choice.
I give up half of my divine senses.
What about our hit die? Like our hit dice to.
Hit dice is an unacceptable one.
Oh god, three of my
bullshit, you
divine
know it.
senses.
You're just
Divine
mad
senses
that I
is
picked a
bullshit.
good
Divine
resource.
senses is bullshit. Pick something else.
It's a
You
class
know.
feature. It's a class feature.
I
What
know,
else am I supposed to
Offbeat
choose?
wants to
Okay,
hurt
what are the
us.
parameters for this? Is it class features or is it the useful ones?
You know what? It is the useful ones.
Define useful, Offbeat. What's legally bindingly useful?
Something
You know what?
that's-
Do you know what's useful? Offbeat, is healing useful?
Danny, in 3 years, you've used divine sense once.
So I have to have used it more than once? That's the parameters? Okay, I give up half my lay on hands.
What if I give up half
take
of my sorcery points?
Have your sorcery.
I have to.
And you know what? Just because
Have
of big,
your
I'll round
I'll
down.
take it. I'll take it.
I don't need a quicken spell on this sheet.
I don't care. I take
Oh, so
it.
is it me and my simulacrum have to give up half, or?
Actually, your simulacrum should draw a card. You can't think of one now, but please draw.
Danny, can you please draw a card for my simulacrum?
Of course.
Please draw the Jack of Diamonds.
Nope, 7 of clubs.
Damn.
All right, cool. Luck having this now. I took 2 action points. She is going to quicken. She's going to bonus action Spirit Shroud herself. She can broadcast at
I would like to counterspell that shit.
at what level?
Regular.
Please roll for it.
That's crazy. I am going to use my other reaction to succeed.
All right. She's going to action search. She will bonus action Spirit Shroud.
Oh my god.
Only 2 action points remaining. I'll put 2 of those d8s in my 2-hit chance. Okay, cool. I need to get my dice rolling for this now. Adding. Targeting Godfrey. 54 damage. 54 damage.
Or anything?
Huh?
To hit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't block that.
Alright.
Not even with my 40 AC can I block that because of my shield. Brooke, what if you shielded me too?
Oh, I just used my reaction.
I know.
What is your AC?
My AC currently without shield is a 35.
Okay, so it's a crit regardless. I was wondering if you could turn it from a crit from a crit to a hit regular.
No. With the shield, it's 40. So.
Okay. Wait, all my damage dice is increased by a size, so I should get to D12s here. Those become D10s. God cast that. I gave up 2 of those, so it's 4 times 6. It's 24.
Now she teleported away, so she's not within Spirit Shroud distance of Godfrey anymore.
She will walk up 20 feet to do this.
She teleported away 30 feet,
And then she walks
and she had placed the
placed
thing 10 feet ahead of that.
placed the echo beside her, teleported 30 feet.
Okay.
She now walked up 20 feet to be able
Oh, okay.
it's gonna be 60. Godfrey is vulnerable to this damage because it's a god asked Godfrey question.
What kind of damage is it?
It's going. You are, because of the Godcast Spirit Shroud, you are made vulnerable to this damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have a? What's your armor, please?
My armor is calculated what again?
1/3 of your AC.
Oh, 1/3 of my AC. What's 35 divided by 3?
35 divided by 3 is approximately 11.6666.
12. All right. Okay, so I've calculated for your armor already, Godfrey. That is 328 damage.
Sick nasty. I go into dragon form.
Alright. Are those dogs?
That's the dogs. They cry.
Okay.
My landlords are out. They're like, they go out, and the dogs act like they this happens every day because obviously my landlords go to work, they have jobs, and at some point in the day, inevitably the dogs do this. Normally I go down and I pat them. Right now we're in the middle of this, but
Got you.
they're fine. They're just dramatic.
Alright. Luck will end their turn by moving back 10 feet away. So now they're 20 feet away from Godfrey. The echo is in between them and Godfrey. In melee range.
Cool. My turn?
Actually, I'm going to repelling blast you, Godfrey. You get hit 60 feet backwards.
Is that applied to the hit that just hit me?
Yes.
Well then, which effect wasn't applied then? Because
True. You only get moved. You know what? You'll get moved back. Actually, I'm not going to move you back at all because that ruins my plan. Okay, I'm not moving back at all.
Cool.
You're right. Okay. Godfrey, it is your turn.
I'm in my dragon form now. I'm gonna.
Change back to Godfrey.
Make sure you don't move past the echo, because the whole point of that setup is to be able to push you back again.
Yeah, no, I can just run way around the echo.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll. Is it shape change or polymorph?
It's shape change. You still
Cool,
have
shape change.
Okay, you
Cool.
use the class feature that is an action. You now
Cool.
have 3
I have 55 feet of movement. I'm just gonna wide
You're
berth
currently
around
in
the
melee
echo.
with the echo. You're currently in range of the
I thought you said they were in between.
No. The echo's in between you and them, as in they're standing in front of you. They are in melee with you.
Well, I can't take more than one attack action each turn, right? And I have 5 action points.
You can take as many attack actions as you want. You've used 2 action points. You're at 3 right now. You have, if a teleport breaks this lock that she has on you, you have like a misty step.
Did we add the Hexblade's curse damage onto the damage last time as well as agonizing blast? Okay. Oh, that's why it was 18 per hit. Okay.
The echo acts like an echo knight.
It is an Echo Knight. It's
Okay.
so basically what's happening here, Danny, is the Echo Knight is operating with the rules of an Echo Knight. If you trigger an opportunity attack, I have Warcaster because I stole Brooke's sheet. And if you leave the range, I get my opportunity attack, which allows me to cast a spell, which allows me to Eldritch Blast you back. So if you think you can tank the hits, then
I do have something coming up if you want to wait.
Sorry, I'm reading rules real quick. What level is your fighter, Brooke? Level 3?
Level 3 fighter, yeah.
Mhm.
And luck is out of action points, or they have the 2 left for their reaction to make that opportunity attack.
They're currently out of action points.
Ukima. So, no attacks of opportunity because that requires a reaction, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Unless they action surge for it.
Yes.
But they had to have already action surged on their turn. You can't action surge as a reaction.
Oh, we can't? Cool. All right, yeah, I'm just going to run over to luck then.
Yeah, I was bluffing.
That might be a fun upgrade to add to the luck points. I was thinking that might be a fun upgrade to add to the action point system, though. Being able to action surge as a reaction.
I think it's a lot.
Oh, you don't want
I
it
don't
for
want
Marauder game? You don't want it?
I don't want to think about it.
You don't want a present?
No. All right, you
Okay.
run past. You run up to them. They're 20 feet away.
Cool. I'm going to roll to attack.
Are you going to trigger?
I'm going to I'll action surge as well to attack.
Are you going to trigger their unconsciousness?
Yes, I will. Using my reaction. So I have 4 action points with my action surge.
Okay. So that will use up. So you have 3 action points remaining, so you can do 1 attack because you get to use your reaction to put them to unconscious.
Oh yeah, reaction is 2, not bonus action.
I was
Can I use
also
my
going to
bonus,
make
can I
them
use my bonus
unconscious.
action to trigger? Give me 2 seconds. I could use a bonus action instead. Yeah.
To trigger it? Oh. Lol.
Yep. All right.
So you have
I just rolled one to hit, right?
1 to hit, yes.
Okay. I had 2d8, 76. I have advantage. This is the first roll. Cool. First roll is 38. Shit, I needed to take a picture of all the d6s, but I didn't.
38
I'm gonna-
misses anyway. Next action.
Well, this is my advantage.
Oh, okay.
47.
47. Okay.
Take a picture of that. Second action. First roll. All right, that definitely doesn't hit. Can you all not get shoved in a corner? 50.
That is a crit. All your secondary
Cool.
dice can be turned into extra hits.
Sick. That's only on my second attack, though.
Yeah.
Cool.
The first one is just regular, plus any extra hits from the d6.
All right, yeah. I expended a 5th level spell slot for my sleep stacks. All of my attacks will apply 5 sleep now.
Okay.
All right. Arcane Smite at 6 for initial 8d8 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 for Shadow Blade. Then a Searing Smite at 5th level for 5d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Then Brooke is in range. With my Sword of the Court of the Beetle, I get 1d4.
Nice.
Then second attack, I get the same thing on my first attack. I can't branding or fucking Searing Smite though, so I don't get that. But I can't get that Arcane Smite either. Okay, and I crit. Cool. So I'm running 32 d8s, 10 d6, 4 d4 on my first action. That'll total of exactly 200 damage. Then
Because she's vulnerable, does that get doubled still? or is it only my attacks that she's vulnerable to?
She would have moved out of range of you, so she's no longer vulnerable.
I actually didn't roll any 6s on my d6 on my second attack, so I don't get any extra
On
attacks.
your second attack, it just turns all of your secondary dice into extra hits.
Oh, it does? Okay. Got it. All right, so then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Arcane Smite on one of them at 4th level.
Wait.
Don't forget, Danny, that as well you have improved Divine Smite, so you add a d8 per extra.
I don't, remember?
No, you gave up regular Divine Smite. Improved Divine Smite is
Oh.
a feature that gives you a d8 on hit for anything.
Got it.
Additionally, don't forget that you get to pick a damage type for this thing to be vulnerable to because you've got cast Shadow Blade.
Yes, I'll make it vulnerable to psychic damage.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Luck use the cleanse action to remove
The
dispel magic on herself. Is it still an AoE though? Like, is it still?
You targeted them with the dispel magic, and because the point of origin was them, when they cleansed it, the AoE was removed as well.
Okay.
It's now or it's never, and I've got to make my decision. This time it could be my moment.
I'm so sorry, I gotta make a phone call real quick.
He's calling his accountant to add his dice together.
Are you having fun?
I am. This is actually a close fight. I like it.
It's funny. Wow. Okay. The thing is, what I really want to be doing right now is playing with the sheet that I never use and all of the cool, fun features that it has. What I am having to do, because I want to be responsible, is deal damage in the way that I always deal damage.
Oh,
But do you know what's so funny? I want to read you some of the features that I was sitting here looking at, like, oh, this would be so fun to just like play with.
only you had 3 years to do this.
Momentary. No, this is the perfect opportunity. I'm glad I waited, because pulling out the sheet that lets me cheat rolls against the God of Luck is the best case scenario right now.
That's fair.
Because hear me out. I've got momentary stasis where I can just make her become incapacitated. I've got the force fails where I can. That's the big thing, right? Is Viari isn't used to having to hold their reactions. And right now we're in a situation where not only do I have to hold my reaction, like I'm supposed to be doing all this damage, but in order to be effective against Luck, I also have to hold my reactions because Godfrey isn't doing as much damage anymore. So it's like a very interesting thing where my attention is split. This is really fun for me.
Okay, I'm rolling my Searing Smite with my Shadow Blade dice first. I'll give you that number. Let me double them up real quick. And then she's also vulnerable to the psychic damage. Do I double that again?
Tell me how much damage you deal. I need to subtract armor first, and then we double. Okay.
Okay. Well, I have 8 attacks total.
Okay.
So critting without vulnerabilities on just the psychic damage and the Searing Smite is 66 d8, 8d8. I mean 8d6.
Yeah, so you double the damage dice, please. Roll that.
I did double the damage. That's with the crit.
Okay.
348. Then I'm gonna roll the Arcane Smites.
Okay.
In addition to the improved Divine Smite, in addition for my last attack as well.
Okay.
All right. The 32 d8 total on the second one, no crits, 157. So it's 348 plus 157.
I'm I'm so sorry, guys. I need to quickly answer a call. I will be right. We're gonna go to break. I will be right back.
Again, let's
Let's
go.
go. We'll take a
That's-
15-minute break while we have those numbers. We'll be right
That's 505 damage then on my second attack.
Hell yeah.
And we are back. Sorry, everyone. Had to answer phone call. So.
Wow, how could you?
After armor got taken off, Gottfried, you deal a grand total of 810 damage to the boss.
I'll take it.
I love this fight just because it feels like a game.
You're playing a game.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I do, but it was fun. How you said it was silly.
They also get 50 sleep stacks.
I'm just not gonna compliment Offbeat anymore.
Good idea.
No, I appreciate it. I'm glad you liked the fight.
You know that what I was actually saying is that you managed to marry mechanics and thematics.
I know. By the way,
But I take it back.
but it's
It's a shit fight.
We're on content and I need to make fun of things. Otherwise, my thoughts
Yeah.
have mistakes.
And I'm gonna be a stubborn asshole and say it's a shit fight.
Go for it.
It's
Alrighty.
so bad.
Gottfried, you dealt damage. Lair action time.
Oh, hold on.
Yes.
Hold on.
Did you forget something?
I did. I have the Moonmite boon. I double all my smite damage.
Yes, you do. Please, we have to do a recount.
I had used a D4 on my last, a 4th level Searing Smite on my second attack, a 5th level on the first one. So that's 9 total for that. Then my Arcane Smite on the first one was 7th level. And it was a 4th one on my second one. So that's 14d8, 9d6, doubled again because of the crit. So 28 and 18.
What's this dance?
In total, that is going to come out to a grand total of an additional 162 damage.
An extra 162.
Did I tell you I got Elden Ring on my computer again because I'm that addicted and playing Night Rain has made me just want to replay the game.
Real.
It's funny.
Okay, that is a massive.
But I mean, sorry, go.
Massive increase to your damage. You went from 810 to 1,124 damage.
I'll take it.
In case you guys can't tell, I'm still experimenting with the mechanics of this game. I'm subtracting armor before any doubling effects, and I think it's having the effect I want. Where it makes any overflow damage more impactful. So if you can surpass the armor, it's way more important that you do.
Nice.
So I kind of like it because it's more practical. It's like because it takes off before the doubling, that means that armor's effect is also doubled with your doubling. It kind of balances it out rather than having to subtract post doubling. I think it makes more sense that way.
It does.
At least mechanically, it feels more balanced. Okay.
So what you're saying is you nerfed our damage?
Yes, I did. I had to.
No, you didn't.
I literally. Okay, maybe I didn't have to. I wanted to. So we are at the lair action now. Please roll all of your secondary dice that you'd use for attacks.
Shoot it again.
Keep track of the numbers, please. I still have my doubling of actions on the table, and I still haven't used my no longer before below my no before below 4s.
All right, you ready for my numbers?
Yes.
4, 4, 1, 3, 5, 1, 6.
Start over.
4, 4, 1, 3, 5, 3, 6. And then for my d8s, 1, 6.
Okay. Brooke.
2, 3, 4, 2, 5, 1, 3, 1.
Okay. Now once again you look around, the casino machines are spinning. Wait, do I have it? Do I have it? Do you have it? I got it. No, nothing on the fours. Nothing on the threes. Nothing on twos. Sixes. Nothing on sixes. All right, I did get one jackpot though. I got one jackpot. One of the machines lights up, and it's on ones. The following effect takes place on the battlefield. Your secondary dice can't roll higher than 1 unless you spend resources that equal up to 6. And by resources, I mean useful resources, Daniel. So the unhands counts. More health points. It just has to equal up to 6.
Like hit points.
Okay. It's first turn?
It is Brooke's turn. Feel this effect. You currently are rolling ones, unless you can give me 6 of something.
Luck, what are we doing?
Gambling.
One of us is cheating.
And I need to cheat harder.
I will take 6 hit points.
You take 6 damage? Whoa. Whoa!
All right. Danny?
6 action points.
Mhm.
I knew there was going to be something. All right. That actually decides my turn. I'm going to... How far away is she from me?
She is currently 20 feet away.
Okay, great. I am going to use... You comfortable still dealing damage, Danny?
Me? Yeah, I got all my spell slots back from last turn because of my recharge.
Cool. I'm going to
Again, if we're on
activate
track, I can do that
momentary
again.
stasis.
What is that?
She needs to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 21. Now, how does force save work? Do I have to declare it before? Let me just read. I'm going to say this out loud so that I can check this before thing, or if I
roll my
can.
D20. I'm gonna roll.
You're right.
Hurry, SpongeBob.
Hurry, SpongeBob.
Where is? God damn. Class features.
You're the Chronomancy Wizard, right?
I am the Chronomancy Wizard. Chronology, yeah. It's not Chronal Shift. What is it?
Convergent Future.
Okay.
Wait. You can be ensuring when you or a creature you can see within roll, make an attack roll. You can use your action to ignore the die roll and decide whether the number rolled is the minimum needed to succeed. We've had this discussion.
Oh, okay.
We've had this discussion before.
We have.
I think we decided on it's after you see the roll, but before you know if it succeeds. Which is kind of like, it's like basically like I get to roll the dice. Although it doesn't
I think you
really make
decided that.
sense. That doesn't really make sense. I think
No.
I don't know.
I think that, okay, ignore could go one of two ways here. Could be interpreted one of two ways. It's either, I look, if I'm being generous to the player, I'm saying that you get to see the die and you get to ignore it. You get to decide that that doesn't count anymore. There is an interpretation of this where you go, the die is never rolled. You just decide, and you ignore rolling the action. Like,
Yeah. I think if it's...
but if we're being pro player,
I think if I'm making you save, you see the roll but don't know if you succeed. If you're making me roll, I roll the dice and then you get to choose. That's what I think.
interesting.
I think anyway. Like this is
I mean, if that's your ruling,
I will
that's
rule that for now.
it's
so
your
we can move
game.
on.
You rule how you want to.
Yeah, well, I'll rule that for now just so we can move along. But like, I'm open to reconsidering. Just because
It is weird wording, and I agree that this is one of those cases where I agree there are multiple interpretations for how it could go.
Okay. I have rolled, then you get to choose. I rolled really well. 10, 11, 16, 20, 25, 24.
Sorry, how many dice are you rolling right now?
I'm rolling 8 dice. 26.
So you rolled a 26.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to use a reaction to force you to fail.
Okay.
Reaction is coming from my simulacrum.
Feel magic.
She's now incapacitated.
And a speed of 0. Future number. Okay.
Speed of 0.
Damn. Okay. Good shit.
And I am not going to spend any of my other resources on my turn. Because if I hit her right now, she wakes up, doesn't she?
If she takes any damage, she will no longer be incapacitated.
Okay. Godfrey, here's what I think we do.
Okay, what's up?
If she's just gotten 6 action points, I'm going to be honest, we don't know if they're the kind of thing she gets to hold on to. Most of the time, action points reset at the start of someone's turn. Could be some fuck shit is happening right now. I wouldn't be surprised, but I think we wait until the next round to attempt to like clear her action points, if that makes sense. We don't want to wake her up.
Oh, because she's asleep?
Yeah.
That really hampers the damage.
But, oh, yeah. I mean, that's fair. But the other thing is, she could always... I don't know if she can... Can she spend action points to cleanse it on her? Okay, actually, DM ruling. This is actually, I feel like something that you'll just tell us. Because of the way that we've been ruling how legendary actions work, where the effect is cleansed at the beginning of the term, if she's using a legendary resistance on being incapacitated, is that just going to go into effect regardless of her being incapacitated? Or does her being incapacitated mean that she's not in a position to trigger that?
I will say this as the DM ruling. Because this is a map mercer feature, they always fuck with my rules. I'm going to say you get this turn, but next turn she will break out of the incapacitation no matter what. So it will be in effect for this turn because that is, I think, the intended effect of the feature. Is
Okay.
to at least get 1 turn out of them. I think next turn she will guaranteed break out.
Okay.
And Godfrey still has the effect on him where he needs to give up 6 of something. Keep in mind as well.
Yeah. Oh, and she might get if it's hit points, she might get those in action points anyway. But I suspect that it's probably not the same. Like, if you gave up a 6th level spell slot, I imagine she would get a 6th level spell. I don't think... I don't think it's a 1-to-1 translation. I think if we're going for the cheap option of 6 hit points, yeah, she's getting 6 action points. I think that's kind of the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Ruler,
So...
momentary stasis will confer an effect for a round. Next round, she will break out with a legendary resistance. That is the ruling of this feature.
Cool.
Okay.
You go before her, don't you?
Yes, he's up next.
No.
You
Oh,
were
I
up.
am up next.
Yeah.
You up next. So if you give up your 6th thing and then we wait around, we just spend this one repositioning, then we wait around. There is a chance, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm hoping that at least some of this like fizzles out.
Well, the round goes you, Fate, me. So I reposition, you reposition. I'm confused as to why we just don't attack her right now.
Because if she wakes up, she still has those 6 action points for this turn. I'm wondering if we can wait around, they get reset.
So just to kind of like, just to be on your side right now, her turn has passed. So whether or not she has these action points, all she can spend.
But you said we get a. Sorry, you said that we get a turn clear and free.
Yeah,
Did she roll higher than me in initiative?
No. Okay, so like, let me explain. Right, your turn is Viari, Luck, Godfrey. Luck just passed her turn. That's your 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the 1 turn that you get where she doesn't break out with a legendary action. All right. Now this feature still is in effect, where if she takes damage, the class feature ends. That's still the rules of the feature. If Godfrey attacks now, the stasis ends. She still doesn't have her turn. The turn is passed. So it's now Godfrey's turn. So Godfrey has.
Oh, okay, I
has
see what
no
you mean.
reason not to attack now, other than fear of reactions, because she hasn't spent any action points.
That's true, actually. She's gonna have a lot of reactions, but yeah,
But
okay.
you also don't know if you don't know the parameters of the action points she gained, if she
Yeah.
can spend them on her turn, which, to be honest, I think there's a huge precedent in this game where any extra action points must be spent on your turn. That's kind of how we've been ruling everything. I think it's a fair assumption that you guys get to make that. So
Okay.
there is no reason for Godfrey not to attack right now.
Sick.
Okay.
All right. Start swinging.
We can do this next turn as well.
I like it. It's good.
She still
Alright,
hasn't used her
first-
doubling of action points feature, nor has she used her no longer roll below 4 feature as well.
Got it. So my first roll, my first attack is a 42. The second with advantage. Well, I gotta roll for the advantage one. 34. So the 42 is the first one. Now on my, then I'll use my another action to attack again. Here's the first roll with advantage. That is a 40. Second one. Better mana. 56.
That's a crit. A hit and a crit.
Let's do it, baby. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna roll all my Shadow Blade damage first because she's still vulnerable to Psychic.
Yes.
2, 3, 4. So my first attack is just 8 psychic damage. Then I have the 8d8 with the 2 attacks. Then my crit is on my second attack for a good total of 8 more attacks for a total of 64 d8s.
Hey, Offbeat. Good job.
Okay. I'm gonna roll the psychic damage first. Get that out of the way for the point of resistances and vulnerabilities. In the industry, we call that, if the dice stop moving, 278. Then I'll roll all my other damage. Arcane Smite,
Sorry, before we continue, how many
10 hits. 10 hits again. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I didn't double that.
Get to the 278. No, it's okay. It's okay.
No, I didn't crit my damage.
Okay. Well, you didn't.
Aren't you doing extra attacks with your crit?
You didn't put her to sleep.
No, you're right. I didn't sleep her. Thank you. Okay. All right. Then I roll my arcane smites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It didn't put her to sleep, but she is asleep, right?
1, 2,
So
3,
it's still a
4,
crit,
5,
another
6,
crit.
7.
The first action will have double damage because she's incapacitated. That is correct.
Is it that it has double damage or that it's an auto crit? Because if it's an auto crit, then he gets to.
That's not how incapacitation works. I don't think it works for unconscious. So no, she's not. She's
Okay.
asleep, so
Okay.
Yeah. Never mind.
Cool. And then I just roll, and then I have my Arcane Smites, my Improved Divine Smite, and my Searing Smite. For a total of 24 d8s and 96s.
96s? Okay.
For a total of 138.
138.
She gets 50 more sleep stacks for a total of 100. Oh, sorry, and I did not say this earlier. I have to give up something. I'm going to give up 6 AC.
6 AC.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
You have advantage, I believe, on all of your attacks against
Yes.
her.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
rolled
okay.
I rolled the advantage. Thank you.
6 AC. That is.
Ooh. That was a good option.
Here's the thing. At this point in the game, anyways, they're going to hit regardless. So.
Yeah, honestly.
Don't really
While, I mean,
matter.
you might be giving them more crits is the only other thing.
They rolled a crit on the first one. So
That's true.
they roll a crit over a 40. I'm not going to try. I'm just going to roll with it.
I did nat 20 that roll, I will say. Okay. Sorry, I kind of forgot you could give up AC. my apologies, notes. Let me just.
You didn't have an effect.
It's time to make things up.
Sorry, guys. I'm.
Is
now
her
I'm
AC going up?
Sorry, guys, I'm
Because
scrambling.
that's ridiculous.
No, there's
Sorry,
AC
guys.
going
I'm
up.
scrambling. I'm scrambling.
I'm scrambling. I need to make up some rules.
Her armor's going up by 6.
No, it's not gonna be like that. I need to think about it. No, she's dead. I like that. Okay. 6 legendary actions.
Okay, that was a little bullshit. That's a lot, given that he gave up his AC.
My legendary
Wow.
actions are expensive. All of them cost like 5 points. It's okay.
Man,
I
they
have-
deserve the
I
cost.
have long since-
Your legendary actions say I get to cheat at the game.
Yeah.
They should cost 5
They
points.
do. That's what I have long since moved from like this many legendary actions per round thing. I never told you guys this. It didn't really matter. But like this is like 6 of special offbeat currency. The effect.
No,
is-
I do. That's how I run legendary actions as well.
Yeah, so,
I set a
like,
price.
The price is. This is effectively 1 extra legendary action a round. I will say is the transfer.
Mm-hmm.
That is the.
Every round, she just gets to keep them forever and ever.
Well, until like you get your AC back. You know, once the trade's complete, once the transaction's complete. Okay. All right. we're
This
done.
seems pretty good. I thought giving up something good would make sure she got something bad.
Yeah, I know. I thought that she would get
Yeah,
less
you know what?
of
That
a
is-
good
That is
thing.
fair. That is fair. That is fair. You know what, players? You voiced a complaint. I've heard your complaint. Despite you guys kicking this boss's ass, I will relent. She gets 6 HP. Fuck you.
Love you.
Okay. It's like I need to calc Danny's damage.
Okay.
I love Luck. She's such a fun character.
24 damage. All right. Oh wait, I get my 6 hit points back. Ha! This matters.
How beat up is she looking? Is she looking bloodied?
Post bloodied. She's looking very, very injured. You see she's covered in smoke, gashes, wounds. Your initial salvo knocked the wind out of her, and Godfrey's relentless assault has been wearing her down. She is looking quite beat up, in spite of all of the resources she has. She hasn't really had a chance to spend her cash. What you see is actually represented behind her, sort of this perpetually growing pile of chips and tokens. But let's bring us to layer actions again. I'm not going to choose that dice roll one. I'm going to choose a different one. Everybody, take your d20, please, and I want you to roll it.
Ooh.
Jesus, I got a 7. I've been rolling so bad today.
Bang in the middle.
That's why this fight is close.
I've been
That
rolling,
no,
like,
Deadass not doing
garbage.
damage because I'm having so much fun just telling her no.
Alright.
I'm playing with this sheet for the first and last time this whole campaign.
Alright, everybody. So, I have a table of things. I was adding our numbers together. We rolled on a specific effect. We're gonna reshuffle the initiative order. But we're gonna do it in a special way. I need to get card sleeves.
Oh my god.
Idiot.
I wonder. See, the problem is, this fight does not involve that many dice rolls that I get to fuck with. There's a lot of card pulls, and I think Offbeat knew that going in.
Okay, I need everybody to roll a d4, please. If you have...
Two.
I got a 1.
Okay. If you have
I'm
an
rolling
ex-
so bad.
If you have an extra AC effect, like if your AC is above 5, please roll an additional d4. If you have like a dice thing that you get to add to it, like Gift of Alacrity, please roll an additional d4.
Like, I got a 3 for a total of 4.
3 for a total.
Sorry, so just to clarify,
So,
you said something about if you have an additional AC thing. Is
sorry,
that, or did you
I
misspeak?
misspoke. If your initiative is above 5,
Okay.
you can roll an additional d4. So,
Okay.
Danny, you rolled what? A 1 and a 2? You can just roll it again if you like.
I rolled a 2 and a 3, so total of 5.
Alright. Yari, you are orange.
Okay.
Godfrey, what'd you roll for your d4s?
I got 1 and a 3. 4 total.
14. Thank you. Now I get to roll my d4s.
Just to be clear, if there was a teal option and you didn't just automatically hand it to me, I'm gonna be a little. My feelings will be hurt.
Rip, I'm grabbing. I end up grabbing what I have on hand.
I know. I'm just saying.
New gimmick.
New bit. New gimmick.
Alrighty. This is what I've been so excited to do. This is gonna take a little bit of setup.
This? What do you mean this is what I've been so excited to do? We're 2 hours in!
And I am crazy and have issues.
My brother in Christ. The fight has been happening.
No, and now we're in the last stages of it. Things are getting crazy with it. The initiative system changes before your eyes. You guys aware of the sort of fundamental rules that govern you? 1 turn per round, rounds reset, etc. Rolling for dice. Everything changes as luck shuffles a deck of cards before you. And you realize
Isn't she incapacitated? She like...
She's woke up because she got unincapacitated by Godfrey slapping her in the face with a sword.
Oh.
I would do it.
Huh?
That would do it.
That would do it. That would wake anybody up. I'm excited to see what you guys think. So what I'm doing here, you guys rolled the number of cards that I am pushing into the initiative deck. So that is how many turns you're gonna get in this round. There is one special card in the deck. The special card says round over, and I reshuffle the deck.
Bit over.
Bit over. This is Troika's initiative rules.
Oh my god.
Swap 2.
I'm messaging Komai. I have some complaints for this kid.
And
As the other Australian, they should know better.
all right. Alrighty. Here is our deck. These are everyone's initiatives. Okay. We do one last shuffle, and we just draw.
I only got
from the- and we
4.
just draw
I'm
from the top.
fucked.
Huh?
So I rolled 4. I'm fucked.
You rolled one less than everybody else. You're good. And all right, Godfrey, you're up first.
Let's go.
Luck is on deck.
All right, I'm gonna do setup turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna get ready to. You know what? Here's what I'll do. I'll actually just activate it this turn, and I will just put them to sleep. So VR, you can hopefully go next and murder them.
Your sleep thing applies. You have to hold your reaction. If you use it as a reaction, you use it on their turn. They're asleep before that.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I'll just hold my action and be ready.
All right. How many actions? So you set it up. That's 1 action point. You're keeping up 4 action points. Is that correct?
Should I? I don't know. I mean, I technically could attack on my turn right now.
So yeah, you do have an action open to attack.
Yeah, I'll attack. Let's do it.
I didn't end up using my action surge earlier, did I? I said if this happens, then I'll action surge, but I don't think I ended up using it.
No, you did not.
No, you still got it. All right, 42 on the first roll. Cool, 50 flat on the second.
50 is a crit.
Cool, let's do
Your
it.
action is a crit.
All right, let's roll the psychic damage first. $64 D8s for psychic damage. $296.
Okay.
I'm not used to the background music having lyrics.
I know, it's a vibe.
All right. Then with improved Divine Smite, Arcane Smite, and Searing Smite, that's an additional 120 damage.
How many hits total, please?
10.
Let me double your psychic. That is 612 damage. She's on her last fucking legs. However, it's her turn.
Yippee.
And up next is also her. She's gonna have 2 turns in a row.
It's now or it's never, and I've got to
Okay.
make my decision. This time could be my moment. If there's something right, a chance to
She first cashes in, doubling action points. He has 10 action points for this round.
Is there any counterplay to that?
The counterplay, unfortunately, the opportunity was basically like it just was like a random bet thing that happened. Like
So it's not like we can counterspell or like, okay.
Also, for the cost of 2 actions, she will activate and no longer rolling below 4. Godfried, you turned back into Godfried, and you've not been hit since, correct?
Yes.
You're within melee, right?
Yes.
She's gonna cast a spell. Any response?
Okay.
I'm gonna
Hold
counter.
on. Hold on. Before you do that, Brooke, I'll let you keep your actions so you can do something on your turn. I think I'll just put them to sleep on their turn so then they just can't do anything.
Well, hold on. What do you mean? I still have my reactions up.
You do.
I get everything gets refreshed on my turn, doesn't it?
But it's not your turn next. We don't know that for sure because it's the card draw, right?
You know she's up
Right,
next.
yeah.
You know that she's up
Oh, she is up next?
Yeah.
They got her.
Luck is up next.
Luck's taking 2 turns.
Yeah.
I was skipped this round entirely,
Okay.
and Luck's taking 2 turns.
Got it. Okay,
And
yeah,
you
counter
and
this one.
Luck have both gotten. And I feel like the game was rigged on account of bullshit.
You mean at the bottom of the lair action, which would happen on the very last turn of initiative, we swapped the initiative order? That's bullshit? Just checking. Okay, thank you.
Do you not think that's bullshit?
I mean, everyone had their turn. Everyone had their opportunity. Alright, so what's the plan here? Is anything happening? She's casting a spell.
Do you want me to... I'll let it go.
Alright, it's a Misty Step.
Okay.
Teleports within 5 feet of you, Yari. She has 6,
Hey!
she has 6 action points remaining.
You know you can stop at like any time, right?
I can't. Luck is going to Charge Blast, on Dion.
So I get to hear the rolls, right?
Yes, you do. 47. Any responses?
Should I put them to sleep?
I'm going to make my simulacrum use their reaction to force that to fail.
Okay. Next roll. 52.
I'm going to... The thing is, I still have 50 armor. Not really. Not if she's using my stuff. I do big damage because I do a lot of hits. Not because I'm doing high damage every hit. And if I'm looking at what I can do, she doesn't have plus 18 per hit. She has plus 10 per hit. She doesn't have a simulacrum. Honestly, I'm gonna let it go. I just want to see this work.
She hits you with Arcane Dagger. She removes her class levels from you.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Just to clarify.
Did I say Eldritch Blast instead of Cantrip?
You said Eldritch Blast.
Okay, I meant to say
I
Cantrip.
do have a response to the dagger bullshit.
Sorry, go back. I meant Arcane.
Yeah.
I meant to say Cantrip. I said Eldritch Blast. This is Arcane Dagger coming at you. Would you like to respond? Rewind.
Yeah, this is the one that strips armor, right?
This is armor stripping, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Counterspell.
All right. Last action. Now she just now this is Eldritch Blast.
Okay. That can go through.
Well, let's roll first. 56.
Yeah, that hits.
will also be a crit.
Yep.
Okay. It's going to be +6.
Can you give me the big number and then can I deduct the 50 per hit?
I would. Yes.
You tell me how many hits and I'll tell you how much to deduct.
Okay. 14 hits.
Okay. $700.
Subtract 700.
Mm-hmm.
I get to upgrade my damage dice. I'm going to sneak in a disintegrate.
Of course you are.
One of the hits.
How are you sneaking in a disintegrate on one of the hits?
She's got to deal with a fate. Maybe there's a whole plot point that never got unfortunately elaborated upon. That I still had bouncing right around. There's going to be a grand total of one person up here on the dice. It's 4 dice times 14. I have not forgotten the 700.
My heart is a furnace, had a selling my word of conflict. One goes, what keeps me going?
Feel free to put it to sleep at any time.
You say the word and it's gone.
Still
I
has another
mean,
turn after this.
yeah, maybe we put her to sleep for the next term.
I think so.
I think that's the wiser choice.
Don't forget the +6. She doesn't have a simulacrum helping her, so it's not +12.
With the disintegrate, she is 1 short of beating your armor, and you tank the hits.
Oh wait, I take nothing?
Take nothing.
Oh my god.
Michael's cheating. Oh, Michael's cheating, guys.
I told you I was having fun this fight. This is a great fight.
I know. I'm I'm goofing. All right.
Oh my god.
Luck pulls out another. Luck's turn comes up again in the deck order.
Good night.
Card is skipped. Viari, you come up in the turn order.
I just want you to know I'm gonna bring you back. And I'm going.
That's not how it works, VRA, but anyways.
And I'm going to start the process of killing her. I'm going to action surge. So is my simulacrum. Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. 9th level Scorching Ray. ×2.
We don't need to calculate.
Can I know I don't need to. Can I also add another, like, because of the whole you can attach a spell to the thing, can I add an additional Scorching Ray to one of my Eldritch Blasts or something to, like, I want to give her, like, an honorable send-off. This is, like, for Viari, this is, I can see she's on death's door. I respect her enough to not pull punches right now. That's what this is.
Please
This is...
give her. I would love to do the damage calcs for this. We don't have time. But please do describe how you emulsify her in the send-off.
I think Viari is going to... Sorry, I'm trying to think of a way to do this thematically, but I'm like coming up a little short.
Do what I do and just say I smack him really hard a bunch.
No, I wanted to be like poetic or something.
You remember what I do, guys? Chat.
I love Luck.
thinking.
This has been one of my favorite NPCs the whole campaign.
Brooke is
I
thinking, let's
love
go over
this
what I would
character.
do. I take my scythe and I bludgeon them with the blunt end of it until they're dead on the ground. That's what I would do.
I
God
think
fix it.
that it's gentle. I think that Viari...
Way to make the amount of damage you're about to deal gentle.
Right. But I want it to look gentle, if that's okay.
You can make it look finesse. Perhaps.
Yeah. I think that the first thing I'm going to do... I think that there is a moment where even Viari is surprised that they have just taken 0 damage to this. And I think that Viari is sad and is going to extend a hand to Luck, just like in that sort of a deal well struck, you know, the bet was made, like well played. Like, you know, at the end of the game, you're shaking someone's hand.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of moment. Does she take it?
She looks at you.
Is she a good sport?
She looks at your hand. She is too woozy to move her arm as she tries to reach it but can't.
I'm gonna close the distance. I'm gonna do the thing that, like, I want her, like, I'm trying to honor her in this moment. I'm going to do what needs to be done to, like, close the distance and keep her up
Just do it,
and hold her up.
please.
And I'm going to, I think that the ink from Viari's Eldritch Blast sort of creeps along Luck's skin and just slowly writes every bet that they've ever had with each other out across her skin as it slowly starts almost like she turns to paper and starts like falling away, if that makes sense, like disintegrating. Very gently.
This is one of the most painful things you put someone through. Damage numbers wise.
No, I don't want
She
to.
grits her teeth. Hey, fight. Your bets are in this.
You too.
And she is gone. The casino falls. The chips fall. And where she once was is nothing. Death scoops out your bets from the soup, ladles them into bowls for you. Congratulations. Not an easy one, especially now that no one can bleed.
Thanks. I'm gonna take the soup
Drink up.
and drink.
You drink up. I'll get back to what those buffs look like next week.
Okay.
I know what Godfried's are, but you bet something big, so I'm gonna have to work out. Godfried, your soup is put in front of you. Horrible slurping noises. You gave up two things. You gave up the gold star, and you gave up your divine smites. Your divine smites get the following buff. First of all, their damage is uncapped from now on. There's no cap to your damage to your divine smites.
So it's like it's just equal to the level that I spend them.
Equal to the level you spend plus 1. So like if you spend a 5th, it's now a 6. It's a 6 level.
Cool.
It's 68. Divine
Cool.
smite uncapped. Additionally, the dice size that your stuff increases by is increased by 3
Got it.
with the gold star. And the final buff for the divine smites, on top of them having uncapped damage, a portion of the damage you deal is returned to you as spell slots. Divide your damage by 100. And that is the level of spell slot that you receive.
Just smite damage or total damage?
Total damage. Total damage. That damage is returned to you as a spell slot, even if you can't normally cast spells of that level. This spell slot is uncapped and can exceed 9th level spells.
Got it.
And that is where we are going to end today's session.
We're not gonna have a moment with death or anything.
Well, the thing is like I want to tell you what your buff is, and then you guys talk to death. That's the thing. It's like okay. I have.
You could give me a vibe. Like, does it matter if I?
Basic vibe. Your spell slots are now upgraded to 7th level spell slots, no matter what. And when you go to Storyteller, they're upgraded to 8th. Additionally,
Spirit Shroud.
Additionally, you can change your spells on a long or short rest. And your Mystic Arcanum have a use cap of 2. So you can use your Mystic Arcanums twice. That's the basic vibe.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Death looks at you all. All right. That's that. Lux Gambit almost paid off. Almost. Good job today. How you guys feeling?
Sad.
How about you, Godfried?
Business casual. It's casual Friday. What can I say? Why would I feel bad? This is a job we have to do.
That's right.
Look, I'm not fighting. I'm gonna do what fate did. Well, frankly, I'm gonna do a little bit less than what fate did. Death isn't something you fight. Death is something you accept. I have no intent on fighting you. Either I kill you, you kill me. I'd rather just go out the way I came. If it's all right with you. I did want to say goodbye, though. Never really got to know any of you particularly well.
Hey, I boiled in your soup.
You did, and I still don't know what that did to your bones.
Sick,
It
nasty.
added
is
an
what it
incredible flavor, though. It was.
You're welcome. That's my juice.
I don't want your bone juice anymore, though.
You don't want it. You got it though.
I know I can't get it out of the soup. I've tried straining it.
You're welcome.
I've tried I've tried putting in clarifiers. It just there it is. Godfrey's bone juice rises to the top.
You're welcome.
We appreciate everything you've done for us, though.
Yeah, I'm a little sad you didn't
Getting
go
Fader
by.
out.
You guys could have had soup. Could have been a part of the soup, but no, you wanted to be a part of the big ocean.
I think we both know that wouldn't have worked out.
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of the thing about how Alistair made everything. Everything just comes back to him and that desk.
It does. Speaking of the desk. So, there are two people who've been here very long times, me and Alistair. I was one of the first things that happened after life was created. Life is also quite old. I was here when order was still around. When chaos was still around. They were still running things. You say you're gonna bring people back. What do you mean by that? What do you think?
Well-
That's what Viari says.
I know. What does Viari mean by that?
The plan is to rewrite the universe.
Yeah.
This time in such a way that leaves no gaps. But that also involves having everything that's already happened happen again. Exactly as it did the first time. So that we don't have to end it.
Viari, I'm not gonna be. I don't want to have to be the one to be the bad guy here. If you make the only way everything happens the way it does is if you write everything exactly the same. You have to leave the gaps. You wouldn't have gotten here without them if that's what you want. But I don't think that's what you want. I don't think that's what you should want. This world is bad. Isn't that the whole reason why you're doing this? So that the suffering that people have incurred doesn't happen again? You have the opportunity. You have an opportunity to change things, and you want things to stay the same? This is because you don't want to say goodbye, isn't it? You don't want to say goodbye to Alistair. I know you don't. You don't want to have to kill him in it for it to be permanent.
So maybe it's not exactly the same. Maybe it's different, but
It'll be very different.
everyone can still come back.
Come back?
If you encompass everything, it has to encompass everything.
They come back. What do they come back as? Will I be the same? You're gonna include everything
Could
I've
be.
ever done? You're gonna put me in the same position of power? You're gonna give me the same abilities, the same capabilities? You're gonna let me make the same decisions that I did? Or am I gonna be different? Or am I going to be a different person because I won't be put in the same position over 1 billion years ago? I've had 1 billion years in this position, Viari. You only get like me after this much time doing what I've been doing. You can't make things again. You gotta say goodbye. Because that's what's happening. Godfrey's accepted it. He's entered a fugue state of dissociation. Look at that. Because when you're back rewriting the world, Let me tell you what options you're getting. You're getting chaos and order up there with you. They will be your materials. You will have a canvas. And they will tell you to make something. How do you make me from that?
Well, the plan
The
was...
plan. I asked you a question. I need you to tell me. If you can't answer it, then the answer is you don't know. And then maybe it's time that you give up on this idea of trying to remake everything exactly as it is.
But I'm not just making everything exactly as it is. I'm making everything. The point is, Alistair wrote everything out piece by piece infinitely, and there were gaps. But if you create a stamp that is infinite, there are no gaps, but it also covers what already has existed. You are a part of everything.
And you're going to make everything. I think what you're not getting here is you're going to make a stamp of something. You're going to make it. It's going to be great. It sounds awesome. But the only way that everything happens as it has is that if you make it exactly the same. If there's no gaps, that means that there's no mistakes. That means there's no rewrites. That means Alistair's big bed of secrets is gone. That means Alistair isn't as much of a reclusive fuck. That means that I have no reason to doubt him. That means I don't grow up jaded. That means I enjoy my job. That means that I'm a completely different person. That means I have no memories of this. That means that I grow up...
So what if we start from here? What if we just superimpose everything from this point on?
And then Alistair has a back door. You want to give him that? Godfrey?
Could I team huddle real quick? I'm gonna grab your head again, VR. Just more gently this time. Just like, come here, come over here for a second. Here, just come over here for a second. Hey, kid. Because you are a kid. You are a kid.
I'm not a kid. I'm a grown adult.
You're a grown adult, but you're younger than me. I've been saying this since the beginning. It's never going to be the same. We're going to kill Alistair and we're going to start over. We can't make everything from scratch. We can do things similar, but it will never be the same. We are finite. We cannot encapsulate every single aspect of every single person throughout the entire universe because we can't comprehend that. We can imagine, but our imaginations only take us so far. We are vast, but we are not infinite. We must make tools to construct what we want. And we can construct pretty close, but it will never be the same. Alistair is a fractal of eternity. At the end of the day, he is a tool to make rules. And yeah, he's a tool that loves you. But he's a tool, just like Nib. We're tools, VRA. And if we're going to make a world that's better than this, we need to make tools that are better than us, just like Alistair made you. That's why you exist. You don't exist because of some divine permutation. You exist because Alistair groomed you to be better than him. Or did you waste all of his hard work?
I think I need to think about this.
Death is going to place bowls of soup in front of you. This is the last of my brew. Death will carry with you from now on.
What does that mean?
I'm giving you my domain. And I will leave. Death is not allowed to not exist. You will become death. If death doesn't exist, everything breaks. As soon as you have life, which you currently are, there will be death. It must happen, or things get bad real quick. I don't want to fight you. The only way out of my contract is to die. I need you guys to execute me. I need you to make it look real. I'm giving you the last of death. All right? And this is goodbye. And I want you to say it to me. And I want you to respect my wishes. No going back.
Okay.
They extend their hand to Godfrey. Goodbye, Godfrey.
Fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger clasp it.
They lean over to you, Viari. Goodbye, Viari. Thank you.
Goodbye.
They shake your hand, and they let out a very thin-lipped, but very pleased smile. They bow their head before you and await their death. Godfrey, lock in.
It's like, nobody stop me!
Assuming with the sword
Yep.
sight, death is gone.
So we've all just taken death as our domain.
You all own collectively the bowl of soup. The perpetual stew. And as you strike death, kind of like Obi-Wan Kenobi, they turn into a bundle of robes on the ground.
Godfrey, what happens to everyone we've ever known?
That's what I've been trying to tell you, Viari. They're gone. That's it. We're it. That's been this since the beginning. It's good for me, though. You guys are all I've ever really known, so.
Yeah.
I see you having more trouble with this than I did. I understood this hundreds of episodes ago.
First of all, we haven't even hit 100.
50.
Second of all, I have been told for a very long time that we could bring people back.
I said
We can.
I would
We
like
can.
to run the tapes. I said make them again. Not bring them back.
We can have them back.
So, first of all, to clarify, there were private conversations where you reassured me.
Make them again.
Viari.
Okay, I'll make
can
them
have
again.
We can have what we remember. But at the end of the day, if we want them to be true people, they're not going to be who we think they are, or who that we want them to be. Like Alistair, as he's a function. But you deserve more than a function.
Don't.
I think maybe in the new world, we give them hobbies. That's an idea.
And with that, I think it's a good time to end the episode. Thank you all so much for watching.
God, I'm good.
This has been episode 93 of Paperwork Pantheon. Thank you all so much for being here. For those that are here, thank you all so much for sticking out. This has been an absolute blast to DM so far. We are speeding to the end. Next few episode, no episode next week. The week after, though, we're going to begin what I like to call the final arc. It's a short one, but we'll get there. Brooke.
My name is Brooklyn Tuesday. That's about it.
Daddy.
I'm Dan the Man. And you can find me on twitch.tv/DannyPhantomEXE playing Night Rain very soon tonight.
You can find all of us doing that.
After Brooke stops crying.